And former table tennis player Achanta Sharath Kamal feels that National Sports Governance Bill is a fantastic start for India for the 2036 Olympics bid. In an exclusive interaction with DD India correspondent Suchitra, he said that the bill will help all stakeholders and everyone will have more clarity.
Indian sportspersons are really excited about the National Sports Governance Bill, and we have with us experienced table tennis player Achanta Sharath Kamal. Achanta, how do you look at National Sports Governance Bill and how excited you are about the bill?
I think it's a fantastic start for our India's bid for the 2036 Olympic Games. I think this is the right direction. We set the tone for the upcoming players, and not just the players. I think the different stakeholders that are involved into sport, because sport is becoming an important field in today's time, where India especially wants to slowly get into the position of being a superpower in the world sporting map. So I think this policy will help all of us, not just the athletes, but the federation, the government, the players, the sponsors, corporates, everybody, all the stakeholders, different stakeholders who are involved in the field of sport, have more clarity in how things have to move forward from the grassroots level to the high performance level, and especially in terms of the governance and the transparency that is brought about in this bill.
What do you have to say about the National Sports Tribunal? The sports person will now have one-point solution for their issues related to selection or any sort of problems that they face.
Yes, I think for most of the time the athlete's voice is many times not heard. It's lost in many different situations in the country. So I think the tribunal will help the athlete voice out his requests to the federation, to the government, to people involved in the field of sport, in that particular sport, and where the decisions will be made immediately.
What do you have to say how this bill will help shaping India as a sports superpower?
Again, most of the best countries in the world who are strong in sport have this kind of policy or this kind of a bill in their country, which helps them govern their sporting bodies. So I think it's very, very important that this bill comes up, and when actually we're looking at the 2036 Olympic Games to be happening in India, I think this is the right direction, with taking into consideration the way Indian sport is growing, taking into consideration how the International Olympic Committee is looking upon the Indian scenario around. So I think this bill gives us a lot more clarity in setting our goals towards 2036 Olympic Games and making sure that India is winning more and more medals at the Olympic Games.
Thank you so much for talking to us.